love is powerful, and I think is the most misunderstood concept.
World offers lust,
Yeah.
but God offers love.
Lust is always seeking to receive, not to give.
Yeah.
Whereas love is always willing to give. Love is sacrificial. Love
Yeah.
gives.
Hi guys! Welcome to our brand new podcast series called Ascent to Freedom, where our hope-filled stories are fuel for your inspiration.
Improving the quality of life for whosoever is desiring to reign in life.
Me, Caleb,
I'm Zanuel.
we as your hosts present you
Ascent to Freedom. Hey guys, welcome back to our Ascent to Freedom podcast. My name is Zanuel.
I am Caleb.
In this today's podcast, we're going to be talking about the dichotomy between love and lust. So I'm truly excited for this podcast. Caleb, what do you think what love is? Well, according to me, what I think what love is. See, love is powerful, and I think is the most misunderstood concept. Love has power to bring solace in our darkest of moments, and to basically to curb our fears and to perpetuate hope. And love is beyond what you feel. People think that love is an emotion, love is a feeling, but it's so much more than that. What do you think what love is? Because so many people think that love is just, finding a right person, or maybe, who shares same interests, who maybe brings happiness to you. But that's not true love. True love goes beyond what you feel, what you see. It's more than that.
See, one thing I know is, as far as I know and from my perspective, love is something, as you just said right now,
Yeah.
people confuse it with emotion. And as in the previous episode, we told that emotion is basically supposed to come and go.
Yeah.
It is not permanent. It comes and it goes.
Yeah.
So what happens is that love, we take love as an emotion. But whereas love is permanent.
Yeah.
And now some people would say that how love can be permanent and how there are marriages that fails, there are relationship that does not work out,
Yeah.
there are friendships that are broken, and there are families that are broken. Then people will say, how is love permanent?
Yeah.
Then I have one answer for it. Is that the simple answer is that Jesus is love,
Yeah.
and when Jesus is love, he does not come and go.
So how would you define what love is? Like in one word. Like love is what?
Sacrificial.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And when I think of that, what is love? I would say that love is a person. Love is Jesus,
Yeah.
because he showed the ultimate love on
Yeah.
the cross for us, right? Well, that's beautiful, man.
Nowadays, what is happening is that people are actually drawing a line, and which is a very thin line now.
Yeah.
Which is very thin line now, and they tend to manipulate that line, which is the difference between love and lust.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Now, what happens is, like, when I hear my friends or when I hear someone, is that when someone is lusting over someone,
Yeah.
right, they just want to, have a physical thing with them, or they're attracted physically,
Yes.
and, all these things. They tend to confuse it with love.
When God is no more the standard by which you define love, then love is automatically converts into lust. Because if God, see, you're living in a world which is you're surrounded by evil, you're surrounded by wickedness and brokenness, you're surrounded by all those things, you're surrounded by evil. And when God, the love himself, is not the standard by which you define love, then man, you're doomed.
Yeah.
You're doomed. I'm saying that because then the world offers lust. It doesn't offer love.
Yeah.
True love was shown by Jesus on that cross. When he was on that cross, he chose to sacrifice himself. He didn't withheld himself, not even withheld. And that too, on the cross, he died.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is a very beautiful thing you just said right now, that world offers lust.
Yeah.
But God offers love.
Yes.
That is how you differentiate between love
Yes.
and lust. That you come from whom this offer is coming, right?
Yeah.
And then you differentiate. See, one thing, the major thing that I can differentiate is that love is sacrificial,
Yeah.
and lust is selfish.
That's right.
So what happens is, like, when people are misunderstood between the concept of love and lust,
Yeah.
so they think that this lust feeling inside of them, that they want someone, might be of same gender, it might be of opposite gender, like they want someone and they just want to be laid, and they just want to have a physical attachment with them. It's that how lust is manipulating their mind, and they're making it think that this is love.
Yeah.
Now, what happens is, like, as we talked in hookup culture or episode, if you haven't watched that, you can watch that
Yes.
episode. In hookup culture, we actually talked about how people are, confused with this thing, that they tend to just give themselves to
Yeah.
other people, and they
Yeah.
find for their pleasure,
Yeah.
and they consider it love.
Yeah.
And I'm spreading love, I'm spreading pleasure, or I'm just doing it for my pleasure,
That's right.
some stuff like that. So that is where they get confused.
Lust is often confused by love, like how you just said.
Yeah.
And there's a beautiful scripture passage in the Bible, which is in 1 Corinthians 13, 4, 7. It's a really beautiful message, and this is what love is. But I'm just going to read it out.
Yep.
So, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. You see that? Love do not rejoices in evil, whereas lust rejoices in evil.
Yeah.
And then it goes on further saying that it always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. That it really gets to the heart, because this is what love is.
Yeah.
Lust, on the other hand, is many people think why many people confuse lust with love is because it's passionate and it can feel intense. That's one of the reasons. But lust is primarily self-focused. Lust is always seeking to receive, not to give.
Yeah.
Whereas love is always willing to give. Love is sacrificial. Love
Yeah.
gives.
Yeah.
Lust only receives, and lust doesn't even give regards to other person's well-being. If let's say, if I get into a relationship, and if I'm lusting over her, then I'm just wanting her body and nothing
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, for sure.
But love, it is more than that.
Yeah.
I am giving. I'm regarding her body. I'm honoring her body, and I'm also being kind to her.
Yeah, you're actually being sacrificial
Yeah.
by maintaining your purity and waiting for the right time.
Yeah, it's like preserving yourself. It's like
Yeah.
love is not just about sex. Many people think that it's about sex. No, it's
Yeah.
not about sex. That's a very distorted version of looking at it. That's not it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You're right, man. Like the people, they think that sex is love and love is
Yeah.
sex. Because they find their own pleasure in
Yeah.
it, that's why they confuse it with love.
Yeah.
They love it. That's why they think that is love.
And I think porn here plays an important role.
Oh yeah,
Because
it does.
porn, people see that this porn, what they're doing, that sex, that all that, what they're having, that's real. But that's so fake.
Yeah, it is.
And that is so
Yeah.
evil. That is just, it's like harming each other's body.
Yeah.
I would say that.
See, in simple words, if
It's
you...
demonic. Lust is demonic.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to say. In simple
Yeah.
words, lust is demonic.
Yes.
So true. And this is what I believe, that before bringing love into action,
Yeah.
it should start here.
That's right.
A change of heart, a heart of love,
Yeah.
will compel you to do it in action, right? So when there is love in your heart, then only it will be shown in your actions.
I mean, I think it this way that love is vertical like this. Why do I say that? Like, let me get this straight. So it's like, just because we say that God is love, but that doesn't mean that you should abandon your human earthly relationships. It is God who first initiated. It is God who first loved us. So when you know that you're loved, and when you know that who true love is, then your earthly relationships should be enhanced, because it's like that God first loved you.
Yeah.
All right, that He's the first who gave His love in you. Then you give His love back to Him. He then empowers you to love others around you.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
true.
This is
True.
so beautiful. Like
Yeah.
when I look this way, it is He who empowers us to love others. We don't abandon us,
Yeah.
our friendship or our relationships, but it enhances.
Yeah. It is a beautiful mechanism.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that this lust we were talking about, and what happens is that we strongly believe that lust is demonic, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking about this the other day, and I wrote some points which are very important, and I guess it is very important for the people to
Yeah.
know this, that there are a few things that they need to know
Yeah.
in order to believe that lust is demonic,
Yes.
right? So the first thing is that watching porn
Yeah.
is worshipping the devil,
Whoa. That's right.
straight up.
Yeah.
Watching porn is worshipping the devil.
That's right. That's right.
And okay, so this statement,
Yeah.
okay, hold on to it.
Okay.
And now this is the proof of the statement.
Okay.
So one thing is that I've experienced this, a lot of people might experience this,
Yeah.
and the thing is that whenever you watch porn,
Yeah.
you're not disturbed.
Yes.
Whenever you run from it or fight or flee from it,
Yeah.
you're disturbed.
Whoa, that's right.
Yep. So it's like that. It's like I am watching porn,
Yeah.
right? On that moment, to be very honest now,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of you guys must been relating to it. At that moment,
Yeah.
what happens is like you won't feel anything
Yeah.
except pleasure.
Yeah.
You're watching porn, you're you're just watching, scrolling,
Yeah.
and you're just searching. You
Yeah.
cannot think of guilt.
Yeah.
You cannot think of anything
Yeah.
but that what you're seeing.
Yes. Yeah.
And what happens is that everything fades away except that.
Yes.
Nothing is disturbing you. Your heart is not telling that it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Your mind is not stopping
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know, anything is not stopping
Yeah.
you. When you make promises to yourself that, okay,
Yes.
from next onwards, I'm not going to do it. From tomorrow, I'm not going to do it. This
Yeah,
is my
yeah.
last time. I'm going to
Yes.
control and all these things. And you control it for a week, you control it for a month or something
Yeah.
like that. But what happens, the craving keeps on growing more and more.
Yeah.
Know that you're going good.
Yes.
Because when you are avoiding it,
Yeah.
the devil is disturbing you, putting temptations in front of you,
Yeah.
putting thoughts in your mind, and you are knowing that, okay, I am making the devil restless,
Yeah.
you know?
So since Caleb, we've talked so much about the dichotomy between love and lust, what do you think? What is the main cause of lust? Where it really starts from? What is the main cause? What is the root cause of lust?
See, so I think there are multiple root causes of love.
Yeah.
Lust.
Yeah.
Of love. Love
Yeah.
is just one root cause,
Yeah.
Jesus. So there are multiple root causes for lust. And so pen down, it's like, first I can think is of loneliness.
Yeah.
When a person is lonely, of no one. So he tries to find peace, he tries to find satisfaction,
Yeah.
tries to find love somewhere,
Yeah.
and then he stumbles across
Yes. Yeah.
a nasty thing called porn.
Yes.
Then there are some people whose root cause is traumas,
Yeah.
and some people whose root cause is that they got exposed in early
Yeah.
age,
Yes,
or bad company,
That's right.
or all these things. So combining all these things becomes a root causes of the porn addiction. Now, when they become addicted to porn, because these things,
Yeah.
they
lead them to porn, yeah?
that led them to lust, and that
Yeah.
lust led them to porn addiction, and that porn addiction can lead to a very harming state for one
That's right.
person and for the people around that
Yeah.
person. It can be resulting in worst scenario,
Yeah.
rape.
That's right.
It results in, a lot of time, it results in so much of lust is in your brain
Yeah.
that it results in objectifying a woman. You can no longer see a normal woman as women.
So what do you think, like how one can, discern, how one can preserve themselves, how one can, not fall prey to lust?
So the first and foremost thing is that the person really need to know the difference between love and lust.
Yeah.
As in the beginning, you told that love is sacrificial and lust is selfish.
Yeah.
You really need to know that love will never harm.
Yeah.
It will never ever harm
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah, that's right.
But lust, it will harm people
Yeah, it
around
will
you
harm.
and you also. Because as we said, the appetite keeps on growing.
Yeah.
The moment you will not get to, just imagine, you're so much in lust, and the moment you don't get to watch porn,
Yeah.
you will be like so restless, and like, because I've seen people, they will be so restless and they'll be like trying to, and then that frustration leads them to different addictions.
Yeah.
They would smoke, or they would do this,
Yeah.
they would drink, or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
All kinds of different chemical, addictions.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, what do you think? Who can truly set you free from lust? Who can truly get you out of this lust cycle? And what are some practical steps one can practice in their daily lives? Like, is getting into a community is the total answer, or do you think that practicing self-control is the answer?
That is one of the strongest weapon, getting in a good community.
Yeah.
But it is one of
Yeah.
the strongest, right? But the one main source is Jesus.
Yeah,
Now we're gonna come there back in a few seconds, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna list down some ways, or if some of you are struggling through this, if some of you are going through this, that I want you to know that learn to differentiate between love and lust.
Yeah.
Learn to know that God has called you to love,
Yeah.
not to lust. Right? God has called you to look people with a good eye,
Yeah.
not with bad eye. Lord has called you to live freely, but not in void or in emptiness or in desperation of
Yeah.
lust. It might be virtually, it might be physically.
Yeah.
You know, you might be lusting over your best friend, over your friend, or your anyone,
Yeah.
over a stranger also.
Yeah, that's right.
It is. I would consider it similar to pornography.
Yeah.
Like there is no difference. You're watching pornography and you're thinking something bad about a person. You know,
Yeah.
that is equivalent to watching pornography. So you need to learn how to discern difference between love and lust.
Yeah.
Right now, when you know the difference between love and lust, and when you know that, oh, I'm actually stuck here.
Yeah.
I actually stepped into quicksand. Now, don't focus on it. Just flee from there.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what you do, how you flee is you try to bring new things in life
Yeah.
and replace the old things. Now, what I mean is be productive. Find ways that can keep your mind busy and distracted from those places. As you said, one of the biggest reasons is boredom.
Yeah.
Now, when a person is bored, he has nothing to do and his smartphone is in his hand. It just takes split second to just type and go to a porn site.
Yeah.
But just imagine, replace it with something that can
Yeah.
give you something in return in productivity.
Yeah, yeah.
That does not waste your time, that does not waste your internet or anything. It might be anything. This might be a small thing for you guys, that porn addiction, because it has become so casual nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this: in your marriage life,
Yeah.
in your future, and in your day-to-day life,
Yeah.
it's like a parasite eating you from inside.
That's right.
So replace it with habits that will
Yeah.
keep you busy.
That's right.
Right. Now, coming to your most important point, community. Find a community that will help you get out of it. Now, when you are stuck in a quicksand, now see, that's why I took the example of quicksand, because porn is a quicksand.
Yeah.
If you try to get out of it on your own,
Yeah.
hear me carefully, you will get more deep into it. You won't get out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Alone, you cannot do. You would need people who would stand outside the quicksand, throw rope at you, and they'll pull you.
Yeah.
So you need community that will help you.
Yeah.
And by community, I mean people who know the love of Christ, who pray in their everyday life, and who have overcome these things, who actually know what the love of Jesus is. Now, when you will meet those people and when you will open up to them, what they will do, they will not condemn you, they will not judge you. What they'll do is they'll welcome you and they'll let you know that what is the love of Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, some of you might think that we don't have such a community. No worries, we have a link in the description,
Yeah.
contact details in the description. We are there for you. We can talk to you. We will be
Yeah.
more than happy to talk to you, and you can open up about your scars. You can open up about your addictions. So finding prayerful people who can pray for you, intercede for you, and just know this one thing, that it is not a one moment process. Don't think that today if you decided to leave and you will leave with the help of people or anything like that. Know that this process takes time, and this process requires a lot of courage, a lot of patience, and a lot of self-control. So you need to develop these things. It's like muscle. You're
Yeah.
losing the fat.
That's right.
So you need to develop these things and find people who can intercede for you. Find people who can pray for you. Talk to you. And the last most important thing is that open up about it.
That's right.
Nobody will help you unless you won't open up about
Yes.
it. You really need to put aside your shame,
Yeah.
put aside your guilt, everything, and just open up about it, that hey, I need help, I'm stuck here.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, man, for sharing that. Well, I want to tell you, to the audience, I want to tell you that there is no shame in coming out in light and sharing what you're struggling with, because coming in the light is better than staying in the dark place. Don't keep it as a secret. Come into the light, because God is the one who can truly save you. God loves you, and He can save you from what you're struggling with. So thank you so much, Caleb, for sharing that.
worries, man.
We're signing out, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned for our upcoming, podcast, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Make sure to reach out to us. We'll love to talk to you. We'll love to pray for you. And until then, take care. Bye bye.